something you thought was healthy only to feel tired, hungry, or craving more food an hour later? That's not a lack of discipline. That's food engineering, because some of the most dangerous sugar bombs in modern diets are hiding behind labels that say healthy, natural, low fat, fitness, whole grain, and millions of people are eating them every single day believing they're making good choices. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Some healthy foods can spike your blood sugar faster than junk food. Today, we expose the hidden sugar trap silently damaging metabolism, increasing cravings, accelerating weight gain, and pushing people toward insulin resistance without them even realizing it. This is Med Unlocked, and after this video, you'll never shop for food the same way again. Let's start with one of the biggest scams in the supermarket: flavored yogurt. Most people see yogurt as a health food. It contains calcium, protein, probiotics, all things associated with good health. But flip the container around and read the label carefully. Many flavored yogurts contain anywhere from 15 to 30 grams of added sugar at one serving. That's almost the same amount found in soda. And here's the trick food companies use. When they remove fat from yogurt to market it as low fat, they also remove flavor. So they compensate by adding sugar, a lot of sugar, which means many healthy yogurts are actually ultra-processed desserts disguised as wellness foods. And because they're marketed with images of fruit, fitness, healthy lifestyles, people consume them daily without questioning what's really inside. Your body doesn't care what the package says. It reacts to chemistry, not marketing. Now let's talk about granola, one of the greatest health illusions ever created. Granola looks healthy. Oats, nuts, seeds. Everything about it screams wellness. But most commercial granola is held together with syrup, honey, cane sugar, glucose syrup, or brown rice syrup. Some brands contain more sugar per serving than chocolate cereal. And the worst part, the serving sizes are tiny and unrealistic. Most people pour 2 or even 3 servings into a bowl without realizing it. What they thought was a healthy breakfast suddenly becomes a massive sugar overload before the day even starts. Then come the energy crashes, the cravings, the hunger, and the cycle repeats. Protein bars are another major trap. Many are marketed as fitness foods, but if you read the ingredients, you'll notice something shocking. A lot of protein bars are basically candy bars with protein powder added in, chocolate coating, syrup, artificial sweeteners, sugar alcohols. Some contain over 20 grams of sugar, while pretending to support weight loss and muscle growth. The packaging says, high protein, but the metabolism sees something very different. And then there are smoothies. This is where people accidentally consume terrifying amounts of sugar in minutes. Store-bought smoothies are often loaded with fruit concentrates, sweetened yogurt, flavored milk, syrups, and frozen additives. One bottle can contain over 50 grams of sugar. That's more than many soft drinks. But it's natural sugar, people say. Your bloodstream doesn't make that distinction as cleanly as marketing does, especially when massive amounts hit your system rapidly. Even fruit juice creates problems, because once fiber is removed, sugar absorption becomes dramatically faster. Eating one orange is completely different from drinking the juice of 4 oranges in under 60 seconds. Whole fruit slows digestion. Juice floods the bloodstream, and modern food companies know this. Now let's expose breakfast cereals, especially the ones marketed as healthy. Words like whole grain, heart healthy, high fiber, vitamin fortified. These labels create a health halo that makes consumers trust the product instantly. But hidden behind the marketing are processed grains and large amounts of added sugar. Many cereals marketed to adults contain 10 to 20 grams of sugar per serving. And again, almost nobody eats only one serving. Breakfast becomes dessert. Blood sugar spikes. Insulin rises sharply. Then comes the crash, which explains why so many people feel exhausted and hungry again before lunchtime. But the biggest deception may be the low-fat industry itself. Because decades ago, fat became public enemy number 1. Food companies responded by removing fat from products to appear healthier. But removing fat also removed taste, so they replaced flavor with sugar. That single shift transformed the modern food industry. Suddenly everything became low-fat cookies, low-fat yogurt, low-fat snacks, low-fat dressing, but loaded with sugar. And while people feared fat, they unknowingly increased sugar consumption to dangerous levels. Here's what many people still don't understand. Healthy fats can actually help stabilize blood sugar and reduce overeating. Foods like eggs, nuts, avocados, olive oil, and full-fat Greek yogurt digest more slowly and improve fullness. Sugar does the opposite. It spikes insulin quickly, then leaves people hungry again shortly after, which creates the perfect cycle for overeating. And food companies profit from that cycle. Now here's where things become serious. Hidden sugar doesn't just affect body weight. Research links excessive added sugar consumption to insulin resistance, fatty liver disease, type 2 diabetes, chronic inflammation, energy crashes, increased hunger, acne, metabolic dysfunction, and because these foods are marketed as healthy, people eat them consistently for years. That's what makes hidden sugar dangerous. Not one meal, but repeated exposure every single day. Small spikes, repeated thousands of times, until the body starts breaking down. So how do you protect yourself? Simple. Stop trusting the front of the package. Start reading the back. Because sugar hides under dozens of names. Dextrose, maltose, corn syrup, agave nectar, fruit concentrate, cane juice, rice syrup, different names. Same metabolic effect. Next, choose more whole foods. The more processed a food becomes, the easier it is to hide sugar inside it. And finally, stop automatically associating low fat with healthy. That mindset has misled millions of people. Real health isn't built through marketing labels. It's built through understanding what food actually does inside the body. The food industry spends billions making unhealthy foods look healthy. And once you realize how the game works, you start seeing the traps everywhere. The healthy snack aisle, the fitness drinks, the breakfast section, even foods marketed directly to children. It's not always obvious. That's why so many people fall for it. But now you know better, and awareness changes everything. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe to Med Unlock for more evidence-based health breakdowns exposing what the food industry doesn't want people to understand. Because the moment you understand, your body marketing loses its power over you.